Hi everyone, Scott Smith in sunny Southern California. Man, this is what it's all about right here. 2020 BMW M2 Competition Coupe. Man, talk about a fun car. Plug and play, jump in, drive it, and have a blast. So we've had a lot of nice upgrades in this car just from this last year, the 2019, and now this is your 2020. And we've got a fresh new color here, the Hockenheim silver. Great metallic. I mean, check this color out here at the reflection points. I just love this upgrade that they did. BMW's really come out with some amazing paints. I mean, their metallic has just gone to the next level. So even when you look down the car, it almost looks like a slightly different color. Then you look at the reflection point and you really see that glistening just come out. So what we've got here is we've got the 19-inch. And this is the M-Forged light alloy wheel. It's a V-spoke. This is the black option here. It's style 788M, and you've got a 19. She's gonna make me follow her while she drives down the street here. You got a 19 by 9 in the front, and then you got a 19 by 10 in the back. You got a 245 series in the front. 265 series in the back, performance tire, non-run flat. Now the car's 176 inches long. It's just the body is 73 inches wide, 55 inches tall. Curb weight with the double clutch 7-speed transmission is 3655. Check out that option. So let's get here behind, let these cars go by. Let's have Lauren do some rev time for us. Oh, nice job, BMW. Let's check out the LED rear lights. There's your badging for you. And one thing I really liked with the competition package is you got a lot more black shadow line trim on the vehicle. Obviously front grille, side grille design, around the windows, a little bit more aggressive. And then the black style wheels, really, especially on a light color like this, really gives it some contrast, some attitude. But let's check out the front end, because this bumper has just been sick ever since it came out. It's wide, it's bold, it's got a statement. And you're talking about a car that's in the 50,000-60,000 range, depending on how it's equipped. MSRP, suggested retail price. So, and then the upgrade on the grille we did just last year on the 19. Really nice, really aggressive. As a lot of you enthusiasts have seen in the last year or so, a lot of the 2019s and 20s, we've done a whole different direction in our grille design. Really nice, aggressive, individual, more unique. Not to say that the traditional kidney grille hasn't been a phenomenal design for decades and decades, but look down the side of that car. Look at that rear wheel well. Sucker's just out there. So yeah, that rear track is almost an inch wider than the front. And then look underneath. Yeah, definitely hides the road. So let's have Lauren come on out, our BMW genius here at Rusnak BMW. Hey, if you guys are looking for a BMW, please reach out. Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
All right, what's the power plant in this thing?
So we have an S55 engine, 3-liter, 6-cylinder, making 405 horsepower and 406 pound-feet of torque, which is a lot of power for a really small car. I think the curb weight is 35 or 3,600 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the M2.
Yeah, very nice. And our 0 to 60 from BMW is,
I think 3.7 seconds. It's rated at 4.
yeah, BMW rates it at 4, but you said you've read something where you've seen it get as low as 3.7?
Yeah.
Wow.
BMW's conservative with their numbers, so.
Yeah, they definitely want to be safe to say that, it's a realistic number. Also, one thing that was, a lot of the components on the 2019 and now in the 2020, a lot of the upgraded components have been pulled over from the M3, M4 Big Brother platform. So as you can see here with the extended carbon fiber strut brace here, helps out with the rigidity. Also looks amazing and only weighs 3.3 pounds. So when you're talking about tightening up this front end, make it as stiff as possible. What a phenomenal design that BMW came out with. And this is our S55 engine, 3-liter, like Lauren said. So definitely a great matchup for this car. Thanks, Lauren. So here, we'll close up the hood. Let's go to the trunk. And you've got almost 14 cubic feet of storage back here that you can utilize for luggage and other items, and obviously a Costco run if you want to shove everything in here. But you can also fold down the seats, 60-40 split, so you can run stuff right on through to the back seat. Lauren, is it okay if we pull up the floor? Let's go ahead and show them the mobility kit. Since you have non-run flats, we do have the mobility kit down here, which is just in case you do get a flat and you're away from any type of service. Now, you do have roadside service from BMW for 4 years. And then there's your battery in the back for better balancing. All right, so we'll close up the trunk. It's a traditional throw trunk, keeping that heritage of a sports coupe. Let's go ahead and open up. Lauren's gonna jump in the back seat so we can show the leg room. So how you can adjust it is right here, pull forward, and then there's also a power button there that obviously would move the seat a little bit forward or a little bit more. But that's what's nice, because it's a nice control to have for the back seat occupants after the first person gets out. Cool, Lauren, go ahead and jump in. Now she's 5'8" without the heels. Let's go ahead and show you the leg room back here. How you doing? Okay?
Great.
Okay, so she did move the seat back. Let's just show you the leg room up front so you can see there. You got lots of leg room. I'm 5'8", she's 5'8" without the heels. So you can see she's got plenty of room back there. Also, you can see here, center console, air conditioning adjustments, also a plug for USB if you want to, so you do have those capabilities. Also, one thing that's nice, they did the upgrade with the color on the seat belts. Lauren, if you want to pull that out. Yeah, as you can see there, it's really nice. That was brought over from our M3 and M4 where it premiered. Cool, let's go ahead and help Lauren out the back seat, because it is a 2-door. And she's wearing it. Oh, she got out quick. Wow. Okay, let's get her into the driver's seat. Move that back. Check out that color. Is that thing awesome or what? Okay, so let's check out the door. What's nice, we've added in some more Alcantara suede-like material, so it's a nice high-quality touch. Really nice looking. Also, this one is your orange trim option. As we know, there's blue and orange that you can get for the interior trim. Also, we have our open pore carbon fiber, so you can really feel it. It's got a nice texture to it, which I thought was kind of nice, a little unique, you know, with the M2. And we got our basic controls here on the door. Obviously, windows, mirrors, fold in the mirrors, mirror adjustment. Let's go ahead and look at the seat controls. So Lauren, you want to tell us about those?
Yeah, I will say, like, normally sometimes with the competition packages or when it's a special edition, especially with the M cars, you don't always get the lumbar support. So I think this is actually really great. So if you're driving really sporty, you take that traction off, you're drifting, at least you still have support for your lower back, you know? So
definitely.
It's great. And then it has, you know, the huggers on the side here, which is for tight
which
corners.
is nice when you're having fun in the canyons.
Yeah.
And then you've got obviously the memory there for 2 drivers, and then the standard adjustments. And we can see up here, Lauren, what are those 2 buttons for?
So this one is for lane departure, I believe, and the other one is for frontal collision warning.
Perfect. And then you can see we've got some cool dead pedal there for that left foot when you're playing with the G's. This one's got some nice performance mats in it. And then also you can see on the car, on the side door trim here, they put the M2 Competition. And then check out the steering wheel. Definitely grippy, thick. It's done Napa leather design. And then what do we have for standard controls, Lauren?
So we have this button here, which is actually monitoring. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
So we have our M1 and M2 buttons, which are programmable. So you can, you know, set your M settings, one for like every day if you want to have more efficient settings, and then the second one is going to be like all your sports settings. And you do have cruise control on here, which is standard. And then you have your voice command button, volume buttons, paddle shifters right here, which you can also shift gears up and down by using the using
the
this
transmission
yes.
controller down there.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can do the gears at either spot, steering wheel, and you can obviously do it, and you can activate it in any position. So even in regular drive, you can activate the manual at any time. Then you can see our nice big gauges. Yeah, I know it's hot out this morning. Yeah, and you can see the gauges are awesome, easy to read. The control center in there, easy stuff to look at. You can adjust your Sport Plus efficiency, adjust your steering. So really nice. And then you can obviously save them to the M1 and M2 very quickly.
Yes, and then here we also have, that comes up on there, is the Drive Logic button, in which are those 3 bars right there. And the Drive Logic button actually is down here where the shifter is. So if you want to control your engine timing, especially for automatic driving, because it is dual clutch, so if you want 1 bar, that's going to be quick, rapid shift points. If you do 2, that's kind of the standard, more average. And then the third one is going to be long shift points. So if you really like that sensation of long shifts, upshifting, downshifting, then 3 bars is going to be what you're going to want to use for the Drive Logic.
Well, look at our RPM range too. It's up in the mid 7,500 range. You can take this engine to, so it's really nice.
Now, as with all M cars, you want to make sure that you're not exceeding 5,000 RPMs for 1,200 miles. That's our break-in period. At that point, BMW will do a service, and then it kind of opens up a bit, and then you're pretty much free to ride after that at over 5,000 RPMs. So.
Yeah, because I know the car has a warning until you actually do the 1,200 miles. So that's going to come up every time you turn on the car until the 1,200 miles. So definitely perfect. So I'll go ahead and jump in on the passenger side. Let's go over that central console and our iDrive system. Give you another shot from the outside. Actually, let's we'll have Lauren do rev time again. Very nice, very nice. Yes, and a lot of the suspension components have been upgraded too. I know from our M3, M4 bigger brother from just this last year. So you've got a lot of the settings for performance have been upgraded too. So really when you do look at the competition, which is really the only model you can get for the M2 now, is purely competition. So yeah, it's just been taken to the next level. And then now we have this new color in 2020. Let's go ahead and look at our iDrive system. So which one's this?
This is iDrive 6. It's touchscreen. If you're like me and you don't like fingerprints on the screen, you can still use a knob down here. It's very easy to maneuver, especially even if you're not coming from another BMW. This is also customizable. So if you want to arrange the icons in a specific way, hold it and then drag and drop it. I mean, the typical order, I would say, is you have all your music stuff first. You can put your communication next. This is for Bmw Navigation. You have connected drive, which are some apps and stuff. And you have, vehicle settings right here, where you can set your M1 and M2 settings. And then here's the notifications. So like, this is where it's gonna say, oh, we need fuel. Yeah. And then also the break-in service.
Yeah, so that stuff's gonna be, that's just one of, and it'll also tell you up on the top of the screen too with the orange triangle there. So perfect, and like you said, it's customizable. Voice commands definitely been upgraded, hardware's been upgraded, so it's very quick and fast and a very easy system. As we know, BMW has had their iDrive for decades, and I've been here for the entire time. So it's really nice to see how it's flowed, how it's got simplified. It's more user-friendly, gets you directly to where you want to go very quickly. A lot of steps have been eliminated over the years. So really, and one thing that's nice too with having Lauren as one of our geniuses, because that's a great program that BMW started up years ago, is that you have your salesman and you also have another contact person like Lauren that can go over the car if you need a second visit after getting your car, because there is a lot of information to go over just in one day, that you really have a team of people at the dealership to take care of you and to answer questions at any time via email, phone, or just stop by. Typically give me a call or Lauren a call, let's say. We set up an appointment, get you in and make sure you got everything dialed in. We still have our shortcut buttons up here. So on the top of the screen, it'll actually show you what you have assigned. Those can be a phone number, they can be an address, obviously a radio or satellite station. They can only be one item, but they're very nice for things that you do a lot. Obviously, you could tell the car to call somebody, but having it saved on 1 or 2 or a home address on 3, at least every time you leave a location, you can just push the button and then it'll tell you how to get there. And then you can see the air conditioning system and the heated seats. Right through here, very easy. You got dual climate control, which is pretty much standard across the board on every car these days. Good cup holders. Definitely, we know over the years they've been somewhat challenging, but for at least many now, they've really done a nice job. You can stick some serious bladder busters in there. And you got a USB right there. And you got also where you could put a dual USB in there, so you could have multiple charging locations. All right, let's go over that double clutch. This thing is awesome. So yeah, I mean, really out here in California, we do have a lot of traffic, and we still have some enthusiasts that definitely want the manual transmission, but this double clutch is outrageous. And then BMW's rated the double clutch faster 0 to 60 than a manual transmission. So it's not like it's gonna be any slower than our own manual capabilities. And then you've got, this is basically our engine management, or like you were mentioning about the shift points and stuff.
Yeah, engine timing. This is going to be, in Sport Plus, it's a little bit more noisy, and if you really want to do your efficient settings, it's going to quiet it down, it's going to close up
for the
a
exhaust,
little bit.
for the flaps and everything.
Yeah, and this also changes the performance a little bit, so that's one of the things you can customize for your M settings.
Yeah.
If I go into the iDrive,
so
then there's M Drive 1 and M Drive 2, which correspond to the M buttons on the steering wheel. Here's where you can control, okay, if you want the traction on, which most of the time, hopefully you do, unless you know what you're doing.
Yeah, show them the options. So what do you have?
You have DSC on, and then
the MDM, which is, I guess, more of a, where you can kind of get some slippage and get some drift going.
Or total traction off,
or pretty much, yeah.
If you're planning on drifting, I mean, it can handle a lot of things. So
yeah.
Then you have the engine timing, Sport Plus, and Efficient. Then you have the steering, which is Sport Plus or Comfort. And then here you have either dynamic shifting or sequential. So you have D1, D2, D3, and these also correspond with the drive logic buttons depending. So and then
nice.
Here you can just reset it, and then you can do all your like I said, you can do all your efficient things in one, and then all your sport stuff in the other. Exactly.
So you can have like a commuter setting, and then you can have a fun setting.
Yes.
And then also this is for your park distance control, so your sensors there, and that'll bring up the sensors right away. Now going into reverse, let's show them the rear camera. Yeah, so there we go. As you can see, it's a nice high rev camera, bumpers in there, but it's really nice. BMW's put some very cool cameras in these cars compared to some of the other competitors I've seen. So really nice, detailed, great color. So obviously don't want you to bump into anything. Also the start stop button, nice and red now, which looks awesome. And we still have a traditional handbrake, keeping to that heritage. And let's show them the armrest. Now it does have this one has the wireless charging, so you can see there's the clamp to put in your phone, depending on the size. You've got that. Also another USB charging. And then one thing I've noticed in the upgraded 2 series, like in the M240s or the M2, go ahead and show them, Lauren, that armrest slides forward. So just drop it, give it a bump forward, give it a nice hit. I just tap it from the front. I mean, tap it from the back. So at least it slides forward and back, which is kind of nice for some of the shorter drivers. At least that way, if they're sitting more forward, you can bring it up so you obviously get more comfortable. And then Lauren, where can we follow you at?
I'm on BMW Lauren on Instagram.
Cool. There we go. Let's give you a shot of the back seat. Definitely love the orange stitching. Brings in some attitude. The seat belts, we got some color in this car. And obviously, as you can see, there's 4 seat belts. So 4 passengers only. All right, so here I'm gonna jump out, let Lauren have fun doing a little takeoff. And she'll come back and pick me up, I hope. Yeah, all right. There we go. Oh. Nice, very nice. She'll swing back, pick me up, we'll go for a little drive. Also, I just remembered we got to go over the MSRP, the manufacturer suggested retail sticker there. So we'll pull that up real quick, go over it, show you just the options, the standard equipment, final assembly, all those good details. Awesome. Okay, cool. Let me jump in. Oh, you know what? We got to go over the sticker, Lauren. Let's grab that real quick.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Get in here. Let me get my seatbelt on. That'll be fun. Let's see here. All right. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, so now what we'll do is let's get that sticker up nice and flat here so my Samsung can focus on it. Okay, so I'll have Lauren tell us a little bit about the car.
So base price is $58.9, and then we have this individual color, which is Hockenheim Silver Metallic. It's absolutely gorgeous. My favorite color for the M2. Executive package, which includes the heated steering wheel, LEDs, automatic high beams, and then the wireless charging with the Wi-Fi hotspot. You get 3 months of data, if I'm not mistaken.
Or 3Gs, yeah.
Yeah, dual clutch transmission. Then we have these black wheels, comfort access, M seat belts. Those are pretty much all included.
All that
options.
standard equipment. So you can pause it at any time just so you can check out the list. There's your final manufacturer suggested retail price. Say it's over 64. And there's your estimated gas mileage, 1723. That's city highway with an average of 19. Also, this upper box up here will show you the standard equipment. So you can pause that at any time. And then there is your final assembly. So perfect. All right, let's have some fun. We'll have Lauren take us for a spin. We'll get down onto the main boulevard. Let's see here. All right, we got the park and brake off. As you can see, it definitely warns you. All right. Let's put the window down. All right. Definitely can hear that exhaust. Yeah, the one thing everybody's really been impressed with this car is it's very simplified, very easy. It is just a car that you kind of get into and just have a blast. You know, we don't have a million settings and different things that you have to do in the car. It's kind of back to the heritage of, you know, our previous M3s and just a fun factor type of vehicle, especially if you watch any other reviews, the major magazines. You know, it's just, and especially being a very, I would say, affordable M car with all of BMW's history and racing heritage, and to get a car that, you know, has a base price that starts in the, you know, in the 50s, it's really a lot of bang for the buck, I think. What do you think, Lauren?
I think it's amazing. I absolutely love the M2. I think it's great for such a small car. It has an insane amount of power. I mean, you're talking about pretty much the same engine that's been going inside the M4. So I love the lines on the car. I mean, damn, the rear end is so sexy. It has like such a fat like rear end, excuse me. But I mean, I think we can all agree that a fat rear end looks great on a car too. So
yes.
So I can say that for such a small car, it looks so good and it sounds great. It's a lot of power. It's, you know, it's enough to handle. This is actually when I went to the M school. This is one of my favorite cars that I actually drove. That and the M550, both completely amazing cars. I mean, the M30s and M4s were great too, but yeah, I really love the practicality, if you will, and the just the overall handling and the driving of the M2. So
yeah, and it's something to mention because BMW's Performance Driving Center is in Thermal, California. So yeah, definitely give them a call. Look them up on the web. It's a blast. You can go down. There's day classes. I think there's maybe even a multi-day class you can sign up for. So yeah, if you definitely here on the West Coast, if you want to have some fun with some BMW cars because you don't have to race around in your own, definitely check them out. They got some great packages.
But to be honest, I mean, I'm not sure how much a fully loaded M240 is. I think I'd still rather take an M2 comp. To be honest, I think I really like the drive better. I think this actually drives better than the M240, but you know, the M cars have their own special maintenance.
That's true. And the driving experience of a full M is very hard to duplicate from any manufacturer. And obviously there is those different levels. I mean, an M240 is definitely nothing to slouch at, and it's definitely a very, very fun car. So it is something to check out and see, you know, and then with any of the M's, you know, our new M3 will be out, I think, this next year. We're going to to see the M4, probably the year after that. The new 4 Series will be out soon. But we've had a lot of great cars come out this year. All right. Well, hey, it was a blast hanging out. Hope everybody had fun watching us and learned a little bit about the M2. And Lauren's definitely having fun.
I am.
We'll see you later. Say bye, Lauren. Later, guys. Bye-bye.